It's Atlanta's #1 hip-hop station, Hot 107.9 and home for the Ricky Smiley Morning Show. Of course, you know it's your folk, B-High. Radio, shouting, stepping in the building. I got a singer, a rapper, one of the coldest guys in the game right now, Big Baby Dram. What's good with it, my dog?
Hey, how's it going? How y'all feeling? ATL, Hot 107.9, feels good, feels good.
I can definitely dig that. Let's get straight to it, though, Drum. You got my theme song out here, boy. Hey. That Cash Machine, man. Hey, that's my jump right there.
Hey, man, I appreciate you rocking with that drum, man. Like, I consider that to be, a record that everybody should celebrate too when they get that money. You know what I'm saying? Let it be the soundtrack of your celebration, man. Thanks for rocking with it, my man.
Already. Talk to me about this creative process, though, Drum. When you dropping songs like that Cash Machine, how does the flavor get created in that studio, man?
All right, so peep game. This is a true story. This was back summer of 2015. I had a session with this guy, actual producer of the record Wallpaper, and he's from a different world, not whatever, but very musically inclined. So we in the studio, he's got his way, I got my way. We're pulling teeth for about an hour, and sit around, whatever, and then he come across this one sample, it's the Ray Charles. I'm like, this song kind of rocking. He start up producing on it. And I'm waiting on my bread, you know what I'm saying? Like, already, they send me out before the, for the smoke clear, you know what I mean? My guy Nigel, he taps me on the shoulder or whatever, like while we sitting there, and then he shows me his phone, and it's this crazy looking number. He said, this amount of money just dropped into your account just now. I was like, yo, put me in the booth. You feel me? You feel me, honey? You feel me?
I feel you, man. Now another banger though, man. That Broccoli with a little boat on that thing. That thing is setting the radio on fire as we speak. Talk to me about hooking up with that boy and dropping that one.
Hey man, so we actually met through the legendary Rick Rubin. Yeah, that's like my mentor. And he was like, man, would you like to meet Yachty? It was like around this time last year, and I was like, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And so he came through. We played music for each other. Ended up, connecting and linking. And I saw that he was in L.A. one day, just random day, and I was in L.A. too, working in the studio. I hit him up like, yo, come through. He came through, had a vibe going, you know what I'm saying? He laid a verse, I laid a little hook joint, a few days later, it's dropped on SoundCloud. It's just a record we think was going to be cool for the internet, whatever. And it ended up, really just being another one of them ones.
Already. Now, you mentioned Rick Rubin as a mentor, man. That's another one of the coldest guys in the game.
Yes, sir.
Talk to me about some of the knowledge that he done laid on you along the way.
Man, for real, man. One of the best jewels he dropped on me was just focus on the good things, and then it's more so not literally him saying it, just leading it through example, Whenever he would critique, the bodies of work that I would play him, and stuff like that, he would just he would focus on the good things, because what's the point of just because you already know if it ain't something that's spoke on, something maybe needs some work.
Exactly.
You feel me?
Exactly.
But yeah, just focus on the good things and things.
Already. Now, that Big Baby Dram album, man. You whipped out Erykah Badu on that thing, man, on that Wi-Fi, and you took it to a whole nother level on that thing, Dram.
Hey, man, I appreciate it, man.
Talk to me about that, because Miss Badu don't just get on no records with anybody.
Right, man. That's queen, man. Very, very blessed and honored to work with somebody that I grew up listening to, very huge inspiration and just what I do. And, we've known each other for probably about a year now, whatever. Yeah. It's just so crazy that I can really call her a true friend. And the musical chemistry is just there. And, we linked, working on a lot of music together, but that's just the introduction, man. And, I'm so happy that the people responded the way that I hope that they would have.
Yeah. Now, as a creative, though, Drum, because, see, obviously you black out when you go in that booth, man. What is it like when you get with other folks that's just as equally talented and get in there and start jamming? Man?
Oh, man, it's like the perfect storm, a beautiful concoction, man. Especially when you're on one accord and you're down to work together. No one's out here, you know, a true collaboration. One of the recent like sessions I had, it was just like crazy dope. Like my boy Ty Dolla like just the chemistry between like us two, just like it's uncanny. Like it's really it's crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I that it's dope that you asked about that, because that's exactly what I thought of.
Exactly.
Man. Yeah, because you just come up with stuff at will, man.
Now, coming out of that Hampton, Virginia, man.
Yes, sir.
I mean, it must be some in that water in Hampton, Virginia, because there's a lot of talented folks in the music and on that athletic field, man, that get busy. Talk to me about coming out of there, man.
Man, well, the whole 7 cities area, 757. It's just I don't know. I think it's just we have a good combination of not too fast, not too slow, sometimes not slow enough, and just being deeply rooted into, you know, we have heavy church, you know, ties, you know, just same way as, you know, out here in Georgia or whatever. You know, so it's a lot of soul, it's a lot of music, and you know, and in history, you know, when our folk first came to this land, however, you know, when you want to put it, you know, we first came through that area, to be honest, and I just think it's a lot of it's like a melting pot for the whole East Coast. You know, we draw inspirations from the North, from the South, especially more heavily South, being that, you know, it became the popping thing to be, you know, the past 10 years, you feel me? Like, I'm going to keep it 100, you know. When I was in high school, you know, everybody was, you know, it was Dipset wave. But we just pulled from so many different things, you know. It's not one set thing. So I think that's what kind of helps it. But, yeah.
What was it like for you growing up, though, man? You got folks like Vick, AI, Pharrell.
Yo, they were like Jesus Christ.
Come
like,
on,
I'm
man.
going to tell you, like, everybody that has done huge things, and just the world that's notable, that you know, everyone knows about. Like, it's like, you know, we loved that, you know. It was the fuel for us to know that, man, we can do it too. Like Pharrell said, you can do it too. You know, growing up seeing you know, Pharrell, Missy, you know, Timbaland, the Clips, you know what I'm saying, like, and just even with Lex Luger, you know what I'm saying, when he told again, he reformatted the way you're supposed to listen to hard hip hop, you know what I'm saying, and like just the fact that all of that is, you know, it's just motivation, like, dang, you know, we can do it, you know, and you know, me and my boy Gabe, man, we kind of shared that same fire inside, man. We got together and just started cooking, and Cha-Cha came of it, and, you know, damn, man, it's been crazy 2.5 years, man. God damn.
I mean, that Cha-Cha, though, Drum, that's one of those bona fide classic hits that you're going to be hearing 100 years from now, okay? Talk to me about that joint when you created that, and did you really think that was going to be the one that took you up out of there?
We, like, you know, I felt like the record, you know, gave such a good vibe that it was going to do something. But overall, I was just like, the full One Epic Summer mixtape, you know, in its entirety, you know, it's gonna solidify me somewhere. It's gonna be my start, and, you know, lo and behold, it actually was. But how Cha-Cha came about, just in the blue room, in my cousin's blue room, when we stayed out in Virginia Beach, just getting libated, you know, whatever, you know, and that beat came on, I was just like, I like to Cha-Cha, and like everybody was like laughing. I was like, I'm gonna make that into something. So it was also kind of like the Broccoli effect. It wasn't expected to be as big as what it had become, what it is.
When you looked up and you was touring the world with that song, though, I mean, what was the reaction to the people, and what was your reaction to the people's reaction to your doggone song?
Man, so think about it, it's just like energy bouncing off each other, like good energy exerted, getting it back, and it just creates like a thunderous kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Damn. I'm just thinking about it, like, cause like even last night, like first day of the tour was in Nashville.
Yeah.
It's crazy, you know. We sold that thing out. We sold this show out here at Center Stage.
Yeah.
You know, man, I'm excited, man. It's still a joy to perform that record in particular.
Mm-hmm. Touring, I mean, how do you feel about touring? Is that something that you enjoy, or is the studio more?
So I love all aspects of it, but my top one has to be performing. You know, to get what I've worked so hard on, and just, you know, the people come up there and they see me just doing a rendition of what they've already heard, and I got one shot, one chance. Better not F it up, you know. Put it all on the line.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of, you know, I like that.
How long had you been doing music before that cha-cha hit, though?
Well, I mean, I've been singing since I can remember. Came up in the church and stuff like that. Sang in the choir, school and stuff like that. But I didn't start taking it seriously, like trying to perform my own music in front of crowds until like the end of 2010, when I was doing little showcases around, you know, the Seven Cities area. You know, just trying to sharpen my knives. And you know, as a result, you know, when I first stepped on the scene, I kind of had a little bit of, you know, pep in my step already.
Yeah, yeah. Now, coming into the game, though, after all of them years of singing and doing your thing and having a vision of what you thought it would be when you got that first smash hit, was it everything that you thought it would be and more, or was you like, you know what, I don't know if I signed up for this or not?
Yeah, it is. It's like think about your dreams coming true, but the job is to keep the reality that, you know, keep that a reality. And you know, everything his, it's not a fairy tale. Yeah. You know, it is an occupation, it is a job. You have to have levels of professionalism when you're going into certain realms of this. Yeah. It's all on how far you want to take it at the end of the day. Yeah. And I believe I want to go quite far.
The pressure of keeping it a reality, does that affect the creativity in any way?
Absolutely not, because that's inspiring. That puts thoughts in my mind to because, you know, my music is very introspective. Yeah. So I feel like it's a good thing that people find me to be relatable. You know, a certain, you know, I bundled them up, and, you know, they relate. So if you can relate to me and I'm talking about me, and, you know, maybe you can find a little bit of you in the me. You know?
You ain't never lied with that right there. But see, now talk to me about being so transparent in the music, though. Do you ever feel like you're giving away too much of yourself?
Because it's not even like Big Homie Gucci said, this ain't even half my jury.
Ooh.
Like,
ooh.
It's not, to be honest. So like, I just give it to you, piece by piece, step by step. Never blow it up too much. You know, I want to give it all away.
For the next guy coming out of Hampton, man, watching this, saying, you know what, I want to do what D.R.A.M did. What advice do you got for that guy?
Don't ever let him tell you no. Not even me.
Now, when you say that kind of advice, you know that means you go get a lot of no's. How the hell are you hard-headed enough to say, you know what, I'm going to still be successful despite all of these no's that I'm getting?
Because of belief, because of faith. Yeah. I felt as though, you know, the good Lord placed me here for this. You know, people are all growing up, people always say, you're going to be you're going to be a doctor, a preacher, something like that. How about it? You know, music heals. Music can get you walking on the right path. Maybe they was already speaking it. Yeah.
During the times where you were grinding and working them odd jobs all the way up until this point, did you know that it was gonna happen, or were you at that job thinking this can't be
I'm not gonna front. It got to a point a couple times where it's just like, damn, like am I even gonna be able to leave from the East Coast? Like, am I gonna be able to travel? Like, what? Like, is it really gonna happen? Exactly. But I just knew when I got home, I still got in front of that computer. Exactly. Regardless.
Thus far, what has been the most rewarding thing that you done got out of the game so far?
That's Grammy nomination, man.
Oh,
I mean, cause that's some elite stuff.
That's
you know?
The truth.
And growing up, like, really, you know, into music my whole life, like, that was the pinnacle. Like, somebody that's into film or acting, like what the Oscars are, like, you know. So the fact that I'm even considered for something that was just so, I would deem it necessary, apparently, for the year 2016, you know, to be honored with such a.
What does Mama say when you come home and say Big Baby Dram been nominated with a Grammy?
She just screams. She just screams. I sent her all my plaques. Got the gold plaque, the double platinum plaque.
Oh,
sitting in the crib. Yeah, she parade that thing around. Everybody know her. They even bump into her at the grocery store. Know that I'm her mother. No, that she's my mother. Yeah, right. Yeah, she's my mother. How about that? How about too much vegetables in the morning? How about that?
That broccoli will get you right, boy. But now, lastly, anything else you want to get off your chest, and how can folks contact you, though, Drum?
Hey, look, man, you can follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, all of that at Big Baby Dram, BIGBABY. Dram stands for Does Real Ass Music. And, no matter what you're going through, no matter what kind of day you having, you know, just know, like, if you try and you exert just good vibes, you know, you throw it at the situation, 9 times out of 10 it'll come back to you.
I mean, I was going to let you in, but see, I remember seeing that Does Real Ass Music, and that's a slick-ass acronym right there, man. I mean, tell me what made you hit the folks with that.
Okay, so my name was Drama Jones at first when I was in high school.
Yeah.
I went just rap. Man, turned to Drama J. It's like, yeah, and then I was just like, you know, when I really decided to make this a serious, to take a real serious step, I was just like, man, you can't be that. You know, everybody called me Drum anyway, and I was just like, man, it could be an acronym, you know, Does Real Ass Music. It was just like in my head type of process, and just came out.
I can definitely dig it with Drum. Appreciate you coming through this thing, my dog. Wish you nothing but the best and much success.
Hey, man,
Be High
likewise.
Radio Shout. It's Hot 107.9, man. Let's go.
Hey.